Hey fellas, now the conclusion of Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7 of Heaven, and by proxy the entire series is as of the Siege of Mandalore, of course with Episode 12, Victory and Death, which picks up right where the last one left off after Ahsoka finally was able to successfully remove the biochip from Rex's head, and it's only fitting that as they're among the first characters we met in this story or a thread and in the movie, that they're the last ones we're going to be focusing on for this episode. They had the two separate threads with the Bad Batch and the Underworld arcs, and now they're intersecting here. I mean, it opens off fittingly enough, paralleling a lot of New Hope. I mean, with the blast door being cut into, and the two having to fight their way out. Rex sets his weapons for stun, and as I said when the original movie opened, and more than 40 years ago, I am stunned. Yeah. I must say, I really like what they've done with the music here. Yeah, the arrangements of a lot of themes, all stuff unique to this episode, and like the title card, it opens against some vocalizing chorus, and how just that makes you feel multiple emotions with each one, and also with Mole escaping as part of the enemy mine me with how like basically pulling like the consoles and throwing them at all the troops, like pulling out the reactors. So once the ship actually goes down on the surface of the planet, and they have to basically escape as that's happening in regards to Ahsoka and Rex. I mean, I still have not played the Jedi Fallen Order game yet, but I've heard it's very good. And I must say just how far the animations come to a short time. I'm given how much of it takes place of like trying to get out of the ship. I mean, the angles, the lighting, the way they move in the battle scenes, and even just subtle how much better the facial expression have gotten, like how the way the eyes and the other parts of face move and how they're lit. I mean, it almost looks like something to my Pixar. I mean, or at many points. I mean, and naturally, I also like that. Also, one bit where, given how Rex and they're able to help partially bluff their way out, because even though they were meant to basically turn on all their former companions, and Rex also even tries to make a case, makes a bluff that since she left the Order, she would not technically be part of it, but that's the others see through that, and also shows what really drew me to this over time, what also proved to me with each passing season why I got better, and why my initial misgivings may have been a bit overreacting, hinting that it was the camaraderie between them, and then that I was much younger when it started, less experienced, and now, only at the end, I finally understand. Yeah. So, and I also really like how with the B Wing, when they take that, I'm on trying to find, no, not the B Wing, the Y Wing, as they're trying to find out which ship is still salvageable as it's going down. Parallels what happens in Revenge of the Sith when trying to fly but Subject Grievous's Dreadnought as the all escape pods are launched. It's breaking apart of the planet's surface. I mean, this and it does have some visual homage to New Hope. But it also has a nice little reversal. Oh, it's been said that the scale of the what was going on in the dollars a moment ago. As I was saying, it's been said that that opening scene of New Hope, and by that same token, The Force Awakens, like how it shows the massive might of the Empire and later the First Order, and the relatively the underdog nature of the rebellion and later resistance. I mean, so I like how it's reversed that one, like it was the bigger cruiser that came crashing on the planet's surface, and the smaller Y-wing hang, that was able to make it out. I mean, because of maneuverability and score keep along on that. But even more so, the character, her base survival, the whole an entire ship of troops, which was able to what did not survive the crash, whereas one son of Dathomir, here, a former Togut of Padawan, and a captain that defied his programming. I mean, 3 people out of what's implied to be hundreds on that ship were the ones to make it out alive, man. And it does kind of tie in into what's happening in Rebels as well, with Maul going to hiding, but also working in the shadows as part of all these crime syndicates like the Pikes and Crimson Dawn. Rex hiding out. That was some of the other troops also defied the programming, removing their chips. And Ahsoka herself, who has grown so much. I mean, she's not the same person she was before. And also, like the whole visual of even once they turned on them, the helmets being used as headstones. Like even as their former friends turned on them, they still chose to honor them and as soldiers who's in death. I mean, so it definitely is symbolic of the title as well, that their final victory did come at great cost. And also final shot, which is definitely implied to be taking place somewhere in the 19 years between the events of Revenge of the Sith and New Hope, in which the planet is now under Imperial control, and Anakin, having now become Vader, finds his former students and his old lightsaber in the snow, along with one of her battalion's helmets. I mean, you know what I mean? About how when I say that sometimes all the things I have in my place may one day be dust or discovered by some distant future civilization. Yeah, I definitely like that idea. Yeah, I mean, and there's also constitutes how this May the 4th, which is typically an unofficial, semi-official celebration of the fandom, carries new weight, because even just a few months ago, the world was a much different place than it is now. But given how this fandom has been part of ever since we were very young, it's definitely helped give us all something to latch on to this day and age. What may have started as a simple whole myth that has often been dismissed, manufactured, is now something all of us can latch on to And whatever comes next, hopefully we'll continue to do so for years to come. And with this, the circle is once again complete. In the near future, I probably will be going back and doing looks at this show season by season now that I've got access to all the episodes I can. But that's a matter for another day, as is another series of mean to readdress that is nowhere near as semantic as this one. So, that'll be all for now. May the 4th be with you all.